Hi friends, Shannon here, Cards by Shannon Lee. I'm here today with the February 2026 Spellbinders new releases. I don't have all the releases, I just have a few this time, and I'm going to go over some examples of what I made with these new releases. Now, with the first release is called Breakfast in Bed by Rosie's Studio. Now, you can find products from Rosie's Studio at spellbinderspaperarts.com, at the Spellbinders store. There's a link in the description box below. I created this mini album slash folio, or I truly don't know the difference between a folio and a mini album, but I created this mini album anyways with products, and there are die cut florals, die cut sentiments, die cut ephemera, chipboard embellishments, sticker book, 12 by 12 paper, and chipboard frames and corners. And this time I'm not giving away this mini album because I have pictures of my family in here. This one's for me, guys. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give away the remaining products that I have, with an exception of the 12 by 12 paper because that cost a lot to ship. I'm going to give away the first 5 or so products that I mentioned: the chipboard frames, the sticker book, the chipboard ephemera, the sentiments, the die cut ephemera, and the die cut florals. I think it was the first one. Anyways, let me show you what I created. Now, this is not my original plan. This is an idea that, or actually I learned to create this mini album from a channel called Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking. And the episode, if I remember, I will include a link to that in the description box below, but the episode that I learned to create this from is called 1 Hour Crafting episode 20. And if you go to her channel under videos, and then under playlists, and it'll be under the 1 Hour Crafting episode 20. Okay, let me show you this awesome mini album that I created. The first section here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit without yeah, I think that's about as far as I can go without losing all the detail. Okay, so you have this, belly band that slides and opens up this first flap. Also, disclaimer, I have pictures of my great-grandchildren in here and my grandchildren. My grandchildren are all over the age of 21, so they don't get a choice. They're in my albums, and I'm showing their faces. But I did tell my granddaughter-in-law that I would not show pictures of my great-grandchildren. They're youngins, and I'm respecting her wishes not to share the pictures. So there's little stickman pictures where those are included. Okay, so this one opens up, and then there are pages where the flaps open up. See, I can't even draw a stickman well, but anyways, these are pictures of my family, and I have little placeholders here for a few more pictures to add. This stamp, I believe, is from a photo play. It's called Capture Every Moment, and you can, if you would like to create a mini album and give it away as a gift, you can make placeholders like I've done here, because that's what I did with my first mini album, is I gave it away as a gift. This is only the second mini album that I made, second or third. Anyways, I haven't kept one for myself. This was the first one I've kept for myself. These pages just collate over each other, and I've used the 12 by 12 paper. Oh, I didn't mention, I have some of the sentiments here, some of the chipboard elements here, and more chipboard elements. This is included in the frames, chipboard frames and corners, are those two corners there. A little camera is the chipboard element, and this says Find Time for the Simple Things, another chipboard element here. So really cute different ephemera and details that are included in this release. So let me show you the next part. Now this part, I have to kind of move it out of the way so I can access it. In Rosa's example, she did this where it's attached. I made it so it comes out so that I can close that. And then here we go again with more, nope, that's not a frame. Another chipboard element. This feels like a chipboard. This is an ephemera here, ephemera here. And another sentiment. This one is a sentiment on top of a this is a sentiment on top of a die cut ephemera. And here's another sentiment. It says, you're the best part of my day. Then Let me scooch down here. We have a this, I can't remember which one this came from. I think the die cut ephemera, and it says slow down, or rule 105, slow down. We would do well to slow down, focus on the significant, and truly see the things that matter most. And then I used a little chipboard ephemera that says big smiles, a sentiment that says the best times are when we are together. Oh, happy day. Down here, a little slice of life. Whoops, down here in the corner. This one, if you can't read it, it says love you forever. Over here, this chipboard says, you are my cup of tea, and that's the reason for the teapot and the cup of tea and the little newspaper. Let's see, what else do we have here? A little stamp. Here it says, so many reasons to love you. A little flower. Let me fold this up so I can scooch down the rest of it. Here is free kisses and free hugs and the good life. Did we show this one? Here we have a frame, and then we have, this says, pure, be healthy, drink milk daily. And, oh, it says pure in this corner and rich in this corner. And then there's a fresh eggs, laid daily, buy fresh, buy local. I thought that was cute. So that is that part. And we have one more section in my mini album that I have not shared yet. And this I thought was such a cool detail, cool element. But what it does is it opens up here, and you have these sides, or two sides in the center to add your photos. Sorry for the glare. My lights are so bad because I usually film at night. I don't have any daylight in here, so I have to use lights, and my glossy photo paper is getting really bad reflection. So what this section does is it has an easel, so you can open it up and display it like that. I thought that was the coolest detail. Here it says, this is our story in a little house. Here we have nothing better and have the best day. And there's one more element. If you lift up the easel feature, there's a little pocket, and I haven't put a photo here yet, but you can add a photo or anything else you would like to add to that pocket. So that was products from the Breakfast in Bed by Rosie's Studio. Let me set this aside and we'll move on to the next products. Next we have some cards. And in order to win the giveaway that I'm doing for those products from Rosie's Studio, you have to like my video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, the link is listed below, and complete the entry form, also in the description box below. So next we have, this is called the Dancing Chatterbox. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more since we don't have that big album to show now. Get rid of some of that glare. Okay, so this is the Dancing Chatterbox, and it works best when you hold it up and down, straight up and down. But see the little feet dance? I love it. And the balloons are from this is called HBD balloons, and those are two separate die sets. Here's the components for the Dancing Chatterbox, and see there's a little circle cuts out in its legs, so that's where you add a little, what do you add there? I think I did a little foam circle and layered up a couple layers of the legs. Did I layer the legs? I think I did. Yeah, I did. And that makes it sturdy enough so it can withstand the, swinging back and forth. And yeah, so there's that die set. And then the HBD balloons, and there's the letters HBD and the 3 balloon strings. There's that card. The next one's a real snarky card. Here it's the OMG, and this comes with the O with the shadow, the M with the shadow, and a G with a shadow. And these are from the, let me see, what's the name? Age to Perfection die set, or Age to Perfection release. All of the 3 die sets that I've showed you so far from that release, and I think we have 2 more. Reads, you're how old? OMG, you're so old. I love it. Snarky birthday cards are my favorite. And then the next one is Yay, and we have the Yay with a really large pronounced shadow. And what I did was I created 3 of the Yay on top of the shadow. Because there's so much room, I could layer them up and just offset those letters. So there's the green, a light teal, and a darker teal, and then the blue shadow behind it. And here it says, "Yay, it's your birthday, it's time to party." So there's that one. And finally we have Howled is a Better Press glimmer plate, and it reads, "How old are we telling people you are now?" And here are 2 sample cards that I created with that Better Press plate. Just layered that on some printed pattern paper and some colored cardstock. Colored it with some red Copic markers, and yeah, so that is the Age to Perfection release. And finally, save the best for last always. I shouldn't say that. All of these releases are super fun, but I'm really getting into the stitching. Okay, so back in September of last year, the die set for Fergus came out. This is to create a 3D, like a shelf sitter gnome, and it comes with, the Fergus comes with the jacket, the body, components to create the body, the beard, the nose, the hat with the little wraparound, and the wraparound for the sleeves. And they've just released this month are the spring embellishments and the 3D egg flowers. And I don't have a sample for the 3D egg yet, but I do have the sample for the spring embellishments. Now what I've done here is I've created another Fergus. I created with a light kind of a warm gray body and added the hearts from the spring embellishments to his coat and his hat. And in addition to the hearts, there's 4 sizes of hearts. There's little rainbow arches. There's a buckle for his hat, and 4 sizes of clovers, a little button die, and 3 egg shapes. So here we have, and I keep my little extras back here too. Here's the die set. These are all of them that are included with this set. This is for Fergus. And then for the 3D eggs and flowers, oh, I forgot to show you my sample. So I created this Fergus with a warm gray body so it would match the pink nicely. Actually, it will match several different colors so that I could just create the coat and the hat and not have to create a Fergus for every season. I can just keep that Fergus and change out his coat and his hat. So this is my St. Patrick's coat and hat. Isn't he cute? Okay, so now let's go back to 3D eggs and flowers. There is the components to create the eggs, and I think there's 2 different sizes of eggs, and these squares I believe are the bottom to the eggs. There's tall leaves, another leaf that you can stitch, components to create different flowers, and a flower stem. And that's 3D eggs and flowers. So that's all I have for you this month. And let's see. So I'm going to either release this video on February 10th or February 11th. And we'll run this giveaway for the Rosie Studio ephemera and chipboard and sticker book and frames. We'll run that through, let's say, 11:59 p.m. on February 16th. So from the day this is published on either the 10th or the 11th of February through Monday, February 16th, 2026, 11:59 p.m. I will notify the winner via email. You have to do all of the items in the list, like the video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, and leave a comment in the description or in the comment section below. If you don't want to leave a comment, any emoji will do. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.